Members of the board, I would like to call up the gals from the Get in Touch Foundation up. I think you have the ability to adjust the volume if it's too loud. October is Breast Health Awareness Month, and on behalf of the City of Milford, I do have an official proclamation, and then I will let Suzanne and Marianne say a few words about the importance of getting in touch. But the proclamation reads, whereas the mission of the Get in Touch Foundation is to provide breast health initiatives that educate gals and guys of all ages how to get in touch with their bodies, information in each other, and a crusade against breast cancer. And whereas, other than skin cancer, breast cancer is the most common cancer that women may face in their lifetimes, and it's the second leading cause of cancer deaths among women in the United States. And whereas, October is recognized as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Get in Touch Foundation chooses to honor October as National Breast Health Awareness Month, acknowledging the importance of breast self-examination. Most early detections of breast cancer are found through breast self-examinations, and whereas the Get in Touch Foundation's goal is for our daughters to know their bodies well enough that they will be able to recognize any subtle change and be comfortable enough to let someone know when they do. And whereas the Get in Touch Girls program in Daisy Wheels educate girls grades 5 through 12 on the importance of and how to do a breast self-examination for life. Materials that explain the importance of breast self-examinations are packaged and sent to health educators nationwide. And whereas individuals, schools, and businesses celebrate an awareness campaign through the Get in Touch Foundation to help defray the cost of the Get in Touch Girls program in Daisy Wheels by wearing pink and donating $1 on the 16th of October. Every dollar makes a difference in providing Daisy Wheels to schools for free. And whereas the Get in Touch Girls program in Daisy Wheels were initiated in Milford, Connecticut, and are now in all 50 states and 33 countries. Together we are changing the world one girl at a time. Now therefore I, Benjamin Blake, Mayor of the City of Milford, on behalf of all of the citizens of Milford, do hereby proclaim October 16, 2015 as Get in Touch Day in the City of Milford, and I encourage all of our girls to learn the importance of self-examination and getting in touch.
Thank you all. It's such an honor to be here again. Another October. I hope I'll be here next year as well. But that is my daughter right there. And as you know for the last few years, I had a recurrence. I had a metastatic stage 4 recurrence 4.5 years ago. So I'm doing my very best to join you each and every October. So I'm hoping to be here with you again next year. But that gal right over there will be with you if I am not. I want to say thank you. This means so much. The support of this community has really ignited a global movement toward breast health. Like the mayor said, we're in all 50 states. We're in 33 countries. This year, in 2015, over 231,000 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the United States. Over 40,000 women every year, this year in 2015, will die from breast cancer. 2.8 million women are living in the United States right now with a history of breast cancer, either having had treatment or currently in treatment. 2.8 million women. That's not even the men. That's a lot of women with a family history of breast cancer, which is what makes our program that teaches girls the importance of breast health and knowing their bodies and paying attention to their bodies, getting in touch with their bodies. That's what makes it so critically important. And having the support of this community, this is where it started. The first school here was Pumpkin Delight School and Laurelton Hall that implemented our program, and we are in 33 different countries, 50 states. I was with school nurses at the national conference in Philadelphia in July. We had orders for 40,000 Daisy Wheels in a 23-hour period. So What you have supported here globally is saving lives. And so from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you, and I say I'm going to see y'all next year, 2016.
Portion of our meeting is devoted to public comment. Statements are limited to the legislative function of the Board of Aldermen. The time limit granted to each speaker should be 3 minutes. Residents, taxpayers, and electors may address the board at this time. The board encourages speakers not to express derogatory, insensitive, or offensive statements, or to engage in personal attacks against individuals. In order to allow everyone an opportunity to speak, I'd ask that everyone please limit their comments to 3 minutes. Anyone wishing to address the board can do so at this time.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Paula Smith, 62 Hauser Street. I wanted to share with you that I visited with a friend of most of ours, Joe Frisco, last week. And believe me, he dearly misses being at these meetings. So of course we talk politics most of the time, and so on behalf of Joe and myself, I'd like to encourage everyone to get out and vote. Contrary to some of the comments at last month's meeting about it being a silly season and all, you know Joe takes things seriously. We need folks in Milford to take the elections in this country, whether they're state, local, or national, seriously. So it's anything but a silly season. And on behalf of Joe, we'd like to encourage everyone to please get out and vote on November 3rd. He will be there. He's still playing pool down at the senior center, so he's doing well. He will be there that day, and he'd like to see everyone else out. Thank you.
Brendan Casey, 119 Hawley Avenue. Good evening, everybody. And I'm here tonight to say that the Milford Arts Council put together a wonderful event on September 19th. It was the Mac Fest. And it was enjoyed by myself and my whole family. My 3 boys have not stopped talking about it since they saw their picture. They were in front of a green screen, and they were projected into outer space. Every day they come home and they say, "Can I see that picture? I want to see myself in space." And for something like that, just to keep going on and on, I thought it was a wonderful time. We spent most of the day there and a little bit into the evening for the concert. And I just want to say they did a great job, and hopefully the Milford Arts Council can once again host that event on the green. It was wonderful. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Would anybody else like to address the board at this time? Seeing none, Alderman Vecchiarelli, agenda item number 3, consideration of minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the regular minutes of the Board of Aldermen meeting held on September 9th, 2015.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. There was no special meeting. Under Chairman's report, you know, we officially ended the summer. Hope everybody enjoyed what it was. We had a summer up until last week, actually. The air conditioner was still working. But now we're into fall officially, and everybody enjoys their Halloween. Stay safe, and try not to eat too much candy. Alderman Piccarelli, agenda item number 6, Mayor's Report and Recommendations. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yes, we are officially into summer, and I know that everybody is appreciative.
Try it out, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Much better. As part of the first couple weeks of fall, everybody was nervous about the forecast with Hurricane Joaquin. We were all very appreciative of the fact that Hurricane Joaquin did not hit Milford like it possibly could have. I know that we did monitor very closely that storm, and we were grateful that the weather over the last couple of days have been a lot better and a lot balmier than had been possibly forecast, so that's something that we all appreciate. This meeting, I would like to call to your attention, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, is being filmed by Tom Dillon, who is a video production teacher at Ford High School, as well as Ethan Corbell, a senior at Ford High School, so we're grateful and thankful that they took the time out this evening to film us tonight, to fill in for Arnie, who is away. Sarah Moore, also a student, has agreed to help volunteer and fill in some of the gaps that we have in our video production. So a very special thank you to those Ford High students and teachers. And Mr. Chairman, other than that, I respectfully request your consideration and action on those items listed in the agenda 8A through 8D.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Agenda item number 7, there is no unfinished business. So agenda item number 8, moving on to new business. Alderman Peccarelli, agenda item number 8A.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the request to authorize the City of Milford to accept the 2015 Port Security Grant Award in the amount of $18,000 and to authorize the mayor and the police department to take all steps necessary, including signing all documents to effectuate the receipt of said grant funds.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Captain Marsner is here if you have any questions about the details or the specifics of this grant.
Good evening.
Is there anything you want to say it first, Scott?
I'll just go over the basics of the grant. It's a 2015 FEMA grant. It's a port security grant, the amount of $18,000. Our plan is to use it over the next 3 years. That's a period of performance. And basically what it's going to be used for is maintenance for our grant vessel, which we received approximately 1 year ago. Some of the maintenance that we'll need for the boat over the next 3 years will include maintaining the 2 engines, maintaining the generators, hauling out the vessel, bottom painting the boat, power washing the bottom of the boat, maintaining the electronics, our electrical system and the sinks on the boat, maintaining the vessel heating and cooling systems, and any other maintenance which is unforeseen at this point.
Is that grant just for maintenance, or?
It's to maintain and sustain the vessel. So whatever funds or whatever we falls under the grant guidelines, we'll use it for.
I just wanted to curious, how long do you think that grant might last?
It's a 3-year period of performance. So our plan is to break it up into approximately $6,000 each year.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions? Alderman Giannatasio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you. Can you share with the members of the board how old the vessel is?
The vessel was just received last October. It was a grant vessel that we applied for in 2012. It took approximately 2.5 or so years to receive the vessel. So it's approximately 1 year old. We got it last, I want to say end of October approximately, last year.
And you mentioned electronics, so there's no warranty left on the electronics. All of the maintenance for the electronics has to come through the grant.
We don't foresee any maintenance on the electronics at this point, seeing that everything's brand new. I would say it's mostly for vessel maintenance as far as the engines. You have to do a 100-hour service that's recommended, a 300-hour service that's recommended. As far as the generator, it's basically all maintenance that's recommended by the manufacturer. The vessel, the hull, the structure itself is guaranteed under I think it was a 3-year warranty, but some of the various systems aren't fully covered as far as a maintenance schedule.
Can you share with the board the make and model of the vessel?
It's a 2014 Alomar North River. It's called a Valor. Valor is the model. Port security vessel.
Are you the captain of the vessel?
I'm the captain of the detective bureau.
Okay, thank
Not
you.
the vessel. The vessel.
Any more questions for Captain Marshall? Thank you very much, Captain.
Thank you.
Thank you for answering all our questions. With no more questions from the board, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Alderman Vecchiarelli, agenda item 8A.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the request for the attached resolution regarding a cash advance for Naugatuck Ave Drainage Project Phase 2.
Has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Alderman Casey.
I have a question. I see Mr. Sayers in the audience. I was just going to ask a question about the project, just a brief question. Good evening. Through you, I just have a quick question. I was doing campaigning and somebody brought up the fact that there's equipment on the Margaret Egan field. Is that like a staging area for this project?
Yes, that's going to be a staging area. The city always also entered into an arrangement where they're going to be paying a rental amount for that area and also for a location at the Margaret Egan Center, a small office that was vacant. The city will receive funds for.
Thank you.
You ready? More questions for the director? Alderman Vitale.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you to the mayor, I guess, not to the director. There seems to be an inconsistency in the justification. The first, whereas the bonding, it seems like there's a $700,000 plus difference in numbers.
Mr. Chairman, through you to Alderman Vitale, that $700,000 was actually approved by the board back in 2006. So there was actually 2 different allocation transfers. There were 2 actual bonded projects, I'm sorry. The first bonded project was in 2006, and the second one was last month, September of 2015, for the balance of the project. The first $700,000 was to start off the project and pay for or fund the architectural engineering and the design costs. Not the entire $700,000 has been used or will be used, but that was the initial amount that was initially authorized by this board and bonded by this board 9 years ago for this project. Thank you.
Alderman Gurman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to Director Saley. Can you just give a little background or schedule when it's expected to start and when is it expected to be completed?
Thank you, Alderman Gurman. Actually, they broke ground today. They started cupping the area for their laydown area last week. The laydown area is secured, it's fenced. I drove by there actually on the way here. We anticipate a little over 300 calendar days barring unforeseen events. They originally, when they scheduled this, they didn't anticipate a winter time event, but we're going to try to work through the winter months if possible, obviously depending on weather. So we look forward, like I said, to be done within about 300 calendar days.
Any more questions for the director? Hearing none? Any more? Casey, you have your hand up? In the motion, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Alderman Beccarelli, agenda item 8C.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the request for the attached license agreement between the City of Milford and Coastline Construction Corp.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Alderman Beccarelli, agenda item 8D.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the request for attached allocation transfer number 2, de-icer system.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Agenda item number 9, there is no new business. And agenda item number 10, there are no budget memo transfers. Agenda item number 11, moving on to refunds, Alderman Beccarelli. Agenda item number 11A.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the consideration of refunds in the amount of $9,497.64.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Agenda item number 12, reports of standing committees. Are there any reports from our committee chairman? Seeing none, moving on to agenda item number 13. Are there any reports from any other special committees? Seeing none, move on to agenda item number 14. The next item on the agenda is the executive session. I will entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss 14A, consideration of settlement of ECB-PFFT Operations Incorporated versus the City of Milford regarding 179 Boston Post Road. Joining us in executive session will be the Mayor, Ben Blake, the City Attorney, John Burchard, and the City Assessor, Dan Thomas. Is there a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
City to accept consideration of settlement of ECP-PFFT Operations, Inc. versus the City of Milford regarding 179 Boston Post Road in accordance with the recommendations of the City Assessor, the City Attorney, as discussed in executive session.
Motion is made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Adjourn. All in favor? Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.